Long ago, there was a video speculating the truth about Paimon's true identity. But due to the limited amount of information we had back then, some parts of that theory remained a speculation. But given the sheer amount of massive lore bombs we received after the Natlan Archon quest, it is safe to say that that video is no longer just a theory or speculation, but could indeed be the hardcore truth. The true identity of Paimon.
Allow me to explain. We have always had so many questions about Paimon and her true identity. Why does she have so many weird designs on her? Why does she alone move when we pause the game? Why does she have an emergency backpack, and what kind of stuff does it have? Is she Istaroth? Is she the primordial one? Is she the fifth shade? Or is she just an anemic flying ant?
Anemic flying ant? Really? It's jokes like this why you always lose your 50-50 and never have primogems with you. If you don't want to end up like Bane over here, then go check out ldshop.gg.
ldshop.gg is a game top-up platform for multiple games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, developed by LD Player Emulator Group. Here you can get your primogems and Welkins at lower prices, including discounts of 2%, 5% and even discount coupons for newly registered users. LD Shop is also 100% safe, as all you need to do is input your server and UID, wait a few minutes and voila. And if you use the link in my description below, you can get an additional 5% discount coupon as well. And if you spend over $80 in a month, then you can gain access to a VIP membership which gives you additional perks like a free Welkin Moon, monthly and weekly discount coupons. So what are you waiting for? Go check out ldshop.gg right now. Starting off, one of the most interesting details of Paimon's design is her cape, specifically the 3 moons on it. This has long been seen as a hint to Paimon being a moon sister, either aria, sonnet or canon. To add to this, aria, sonnet and canon are all names of particular forms of musical pieces, and in the music album Stellar Moments and its name card, Paimon is the character used in its art. The next detail is the one we have been going crazy over for 4 years now, the upside down Triquetra. Now, the normal Triquetra, according to Christianity, represents the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. It is also said to represent the triple goddesses or the Moirai, who could have served as an inspiration for the Moon Sisters. It is also said that the upside-down version of the Triquetra represents the opposite of whatever the normal Triquetra does. Back then when I made this video, there wasn't a clear idea on what the Triquetra in Genshin is supposed to represent. So in a speculative attempt, it was considered as the Omni element, which was introduced as the Triquetra symbol in the Genius Invocation TCG. The Omni element being the light element encompassing all 7 elements. But the existence of such a light element or omni element was yet to be proved. That is until Natlan, which helped me realize that this speculative effort was not entirely in vain. In the Natlan Archon quest, the Lord of the Night revealed to us about a primordial form of energy used by the heavenly principles to create elemental energy, which was similar to how light refracts into 7 colors like a rainbow. And this primordial form of energy is Phlogiston, which means the Omni element or the light element was Phlogiston all along. So it would essentially mean that since the Omni element was symbolized by the Triquetra, it now actually represents Phlogiston. Subsequently, the Lord of the Night goes on to explain to us about the light realm and the human realm, which we already knew of from Enkanomiya, including the existence of the void realm or the abyss. So if the Triquetra represents the light element or the omni element of Phlogiston from the light realm, then the upside down Triquetra should represent the void or the abyss. The reason why this makes sense is because Phlogiston was created to counter the abyss, and we also know that the abyss can only be defeated by elemental energy. Given that the symbol on Paimon's clothes is an upside down Triquetra, this could be a hint that Paimon is actually from the abyss. This brings us to Canotilla's description of Paimon, where she is described as a little rainbow balloon floating in the air, and her string extends upwards to somewhere above the sky itself. Going back to the three realms, the Void Realm in Chinese is represented by these three characters. But according to the Baptismal Bishop's experimental records, Void is represented by these two characters only. Although both these words mean void as adjectives, as a noun the three-lettered word means nothingness, while the two-lettered word means empty space or sky. Now in Genshin, the abyss is described as a mysterious region of endless darkness located both beyond and beneath Teyvat. But since the world of Teyvat is upside down, that which is beneath automatically becomes above, which means that what lies above Teyvat should be the abyss. And surely enough, in the Natlan Archon quest, the eye of the abyss is seen in the sky. So Paimon, who has the upside down Triquetra symbol on her body and is described by Canotilla as a rainbow balloon with a string extending from beyond the sky, is most definitely from the abyss itself. And if you zoom in to this abyssal eye in the Natlan sky, you can see the same design within the eye on Paimon's forehead as well. But how could it be possible for Paimon to be from the abyss and be a moon sister at the same time? The Moon Sisters were said to have turned on each other following a great calamity, due to which two of the sisters died. One of these sisters' corpse is said to light up the night sky of Teyvat, while the other corpse is speculated to be the one we see deep within the abyssal spire. After their sisters' deaths, it is said that the last sister was so overcome with sorrow that she never left her palace again, and maybe it could be this sister who we see as the shattered moon beyond the fake sky in the Natlan Archon quest. Now Paimon, other than being the abyssal moon, could also be just a moon sister who fell into or got corrupted by the abyss. To explain this, let us take a look at another lore bomb revealed in the Natlan Archon quest. In the quest, we come across these particular abyssal tumors, which was far stronger and more resistant to elemental energy, unlike normal abyssal pylons. These abyssal tumors had under their names the description Mark of Gozothoth. Now Gozothoth as a name doesn't refer to anything significant, but it is a convenient anagram for Yog-Sothoth, who is an outer cosmic god in Cthulhu mythos. Yog-Sothoth is especially significant because it exists in the Hoyoverse, particularly in their older game Honkai Gakuen 2 or Gun Girls Z. Yog-Sothoth is described as a supreme being and an outer god responsible for creating numerous religions. It is also said that when she deems someone worthy, she grants them access to a domain where seekers can inquire about wisdom and knowledge. Yog-Sothoth is also said to exist beyond the space-time of the universe and has various manifestations, one of which is the blasphemous White Abyss form. This makes me wonder if Gozothoth is essentially Yog-Sothoth, but in Genshin and maybe not in the form of a little girl. Maybe Gozothoth represents the will of the abyss, and when it deems someone worthy, grants them access to their domain or grants them access to forbidden knowledge. In the Archon Quest bedtime story, we had learned about Weatherfalner and the other sinners of Khaenri'ah. Weatherfalner along with 4 others were individuals from Khaenri'ah with great potential who succumbed to the temptation of the abyss and shared a power that could destroy Teyvat. The Weatherfalner we meet in the Caraber Archon Quest appears as a giant chained crystal, a being not bound by the normal constraints of time and space. Weatherfalner was also the reason why Clothar Alberic forsook the Seven and later founded the Abyss Order. According to Dane, it may have been after this encounter with Weatherfalner that the Traveler's sibling went down the path of the Abyss Order as well. This makes me wonder if Paimon is also similar to Weatherfalner, as in she is also someone who fell into the temptation of the abyss. And what if the reason why Paimon can disappear and appear freely and also move around when we pause time is because she too is not bound by the normal constraints of time and space? What if this is because of the power of the abyss. Before we conclude, I'm pretty sure you all have heard multiple theories of Paimon being a spy sent from Celestia. But if my theory is right, maybe Paimon is definitely not a spy from Celestia, but instead this corrupted moon sister could unknowingly be a spy from the abyss. This could be why Kenotila's description particularly calls her as a rainbow balloon with a string extending far beyond the sky itself. And the one holding on to the other end of Paimon's string could be the abyss. So this begs the question, 4 years ago at the start of this game, was it really the traveler who found Paimon? Or was it Paimon who found the traveler? Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Do check out my other content over here and don't forget to like and subscribe, as I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.